There is a simple yet profound truth that most of us struggle with. We cannot control everything. Life throws us unexpected challenges, uncontrollable circumstances, and disruptions that can stir anxiety or stress within us. And the more we try to fight against these forces, the more tension we create in our own lives. So, how do we accept what we cannot control? This question reminds me of one of my favorite Stoic quotes from Marcus Aurelius. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." It's such a powerful reminder that true peace lies not in controlling everything around us, but in mastering how we respond. The illusion of control in our lives is the false belief that we have the power to influence or dictate outcomes that are actually beyond our control. Think about how often we get frustrated with things outside our control. We get stuck in traffic and feel the surge of impatience rise, or maybe plans fall through unexpectedly, and we feel like the universe is working against us. But here's the reality. So much of what happens in our lives is outside of our hands. Traffic, the weather, other people's decisions, all of these are external forces. What creates stress and anxiety is not these events themselves, but our desire to control them. When we fight against reality, we create friction within ourselves. This is where Stoicism comes in. The ancient Stoics believed that peace and resilience come from distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. It's a simple distinction, yet profoundly transformative. What is the circle of control? Psychologists often talk about the circle of control. In the inner circle, we have our thoughts, our actions, our attitudes. In the outer circle, we have things like other people's opinions, the economy, the past, and future outcomes. The key to reducing stress and anxiety is shifting your focus. Instead of wasting energy on the outer circle, on things you have no control over, invest your energy into the inner circle. Ask yourself, how am I responding? What can I do in this moment? Marcus Aurelius said it best, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By focusing on what you can control, you begin to reshape your mindset, and slowly the external chaos becomes less threatening. How to let go and release the burdens. There's a liberating truth here. The moment you stop trying to control everything is the moment you begin to free yourself from unnecessary stress. It's as though you're carrying this heavy burden, and by accepting that some things are beyond your influence, you set it down. Think of it like standing in a river. If you try to control the flow of the water, you'll only exhaust yourself, fighting against the current. But if you learn to let go, to flow with the river, you conserve your energy and move with greater ease. Acceptance is not passive. It's a conscious, active decision to stop resisting reality and start working with it. What are the steps to acceptance? So how do we practice this in our daily lives? How do we train ourselves to accept what we cannot control? First, take a deep breath and recognize the situation for what it is. If something happens that's outside your control, name it. By labeling the external event as something you cannot change, you start the process of releasing it. Next, ask yourself, what can I control? This simple question brings you back to your inner circle. Focus on how you can respond, rather than reacting impulsively. And finally, practice gratitude. Often we get so caught up in what's wrong that we forget what's right. Shifting your mindset to focus on what you have control over and appreciating those things will naturally reduce your anxiety. What is Stoicism in modern life? The Stoics weren't just philosophers of ancient times, they were practical thinkers. Their wisdom can guide us today, helping us navigate the unpredictability of life with grace and resilience. In every situation, there's a choice. Resist what you can't control and create more tension, or accept it and focus on what you can do. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation, it means facing life as it is, with strength, with wisdom, and with peace. As Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." When we let go of the need to control everything, we begin to truly live. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more insights on Stoicism and practical ways to manage stress in our modern lives.